What is up, Prince Squad? I'm back with another live stream, ready to kick it with you guys and see what y'all have going on today. Trying to open up a little bit more light in here. Let me see. Y'all on? If y'all on the internet, y'all can get off now. All right, just letting y'all know. What's up, Tate Tuttle? How you doing? What you got going on today? How you doing, Janeska Cruz? What's up, Gina? I'm getting your order out today. Well, tomorrow, first thing. How you doing, Cynthia? And I appreciate your order. And I have the link in the description box for the Print Squad T-shirts, and I also have a link for the website if y'all want to use squareup.com to create a free website. And if you use the link that I have posted in the description box, we can both get $1,000 free charge. They're not going to charge when they process our card for $1,000 or 6 months, whichever comes first. So I feel like that's a good deal. You know, you're getting a free website, you're getting free credit card processing, whether it's online or whether it is in person. And they also will send you out a free Square Reader once you sign up and everything. It's in the link. It's tshirtchicktv.com. That's where you order the shirts from. And also I have the other one is squareup.com/i/print squad. But both of the links are in the description box, and I will have a video coming out Monday. It'll have the links in there also. What you eating today, Tate? The weather over here is raining today, but I'm far enough up north, Louisiana, that I didn't get too much of the bad weather. Yesterday, I took the kids to the movies, and I got a tornado warning. Um, what do you call it? The things they send you on your phone. But we was not even in the rain really. I mean, by the time we left the movie theater, it had stopped raining, and we went and ate at Chili's. And when we left Chili's, it hadn't rained, so we stopped by. Well, this place is called the Creamery, but they have like freshly baked chocolate chip cookies and ice cream and stuff like that, and got the kids something. But yeah, we didn't really get too much rain. Well, get out into the rain. It did rain pretty hard for a while, but we was up. I live kind of on the west side of Louisiana, but up north, so I didn't get too much of the bad weather. I'm doing good, Tate. Yeah, the website is Square Up. That's where I have my website. But if you can just type in my website, which is T-shirt Chick TV, and the links for both of them are in the description box. Yes, Cynthia, you do get the free credit card reader. It's I can show it to you actually. It's the little square one like this that you just plug into the bottom of your phone right here, or it may be on the top of some people's phones, but you plug it in right here and you just swipe the card through here. And that's the one that you get for free. They do have the chip card reader, and they do have one that you can hook up I think it's called the Square Register, that you can actually hook up to an iPad and have like the whole cash register setup going on. I have been using it for years. pretty much since I first heard about Square, I've been using it. Let me see. I don't even know exactly how long it's been since they came out, but pretty much since I first heard of it, I've been using it because I had got the Square Reader and I also got the PayPal, and I can't remember, it was one other one that I got, but out of all of them, I liked the Square better, so I ended up sticking with that. What's up, Lou Richards? Oh, I'm sorry, Cynthia. You said I'm talking faster than you typing. My bad. A lot of people tell me I talk slow sometimes. You know, people in the South, they kind of drag out words sometimes. All right, chicken and French fries take. Man, it wasn't anybody hurt, huh, Gina? You say you had the tornado about 5 miles away. And DJ Key Styles, you got plenty of food and water, cause the water it'll go down eventually. Hopefully it's not too bad, and y'all don't get too much damage. How you doing, Z Murphy? Oh, y'all having bad weather up in Maryland too? What's up, Z FHI Graphics? Hey boys, Gina said tell y'all hello. They said hey. I don't know if you can hear them. What's up, Tammy? Um, Priscilla Selena said, have I ever used heat transfer foil or holographic vinyl? No, I have not. I have used the metallic vinyl, but I have not used the foil. It is some people on here that have used the foil though, because I had that question asked before. No, DJ Key Styles, I'm not locking up. It's just some twists. I'm scared to lock my hair. I might change my mind and have to cut it off again. Oh, okay, Cynthia. Well, that was a good thing then. Hey, Absalom, I need you to bring me that light over there off my desk. Just unplug it and bring it. Thank you. What's up, Rock Mound? Thank you. I change locations sometimes when I'm printing, so I don't like the lighting back here, so I'm gonna kind of try to add a little bit more so y'all can see it better. Let me see. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Maybe I need to get faster internet service. I don't know. All right. Well, that's good, Gina, that hopefully no one was hurt. DJ Key Style say he barbecuing in the rain. This, Clifford Crutchfield is Print Squad. Let me type it in for you. Print Squad. All right, Gina, be safe over there. How you doing, Grace? DJ Key Style said he's used the foil before. He said the only thing is just to let it cool before you peel it. Debbie Wilkins said it's still raining in Houston. All the freeways and streets are flooded. Y'all be safe over there. You, I wish you would have evacuated, Debbie. You know, I don't know, like I got a sister that live in New Orleans, so whenever the storms are coming and stuff like that, you know, we always have to make sure she's okay and everything. But yeah, a lot of times when they know it's gonna be bad, they go ahead and evacuate. And I had a incident that happened. It happened on Wednesday. It was a truck. Well, it was a 18 wheeler that actually ran into a train while it was coming on the train track. They think the guy had medical issues, but on Wednesday I couldn't even go home. I mean, I could go home, but I would have had to go the long way around, and then if I needed to come back out for whatever reason, so I ended up staying at my mom's house. But yeah, if you ever got a chance to evacuate, you know, when it's supposed to be bad like that, I would recommend evacuating because I know with the situation that I had, I didn't want to be stuck at home just in case I needed to leave out again. Because I don't even know what time they open the roads back up, but I mean, it just blocked one half of our town off from the other half. Unless you was wanting to drive like 30 minutes in the opposite direction, probably more than 30 minutes, probably really about 40 minutes actually. Thanks, William Hart. I have the link. The link is actually in the description box. You can go to tshirtchicktv.com. But I do have the link in the description box, and I will start putting it in the rest of my videos from now on, so that you know people will know and will be able to go. How you doing, Michael Frazier? What's up, Crystal? What y'all fellas got going on over there? Well, I was trying to type the address, but it's not wanting to let me type for some reason. Okay. I put the link here for y'all. What's up, Scooby Doo? Okay. Debbie said they didn't know it was gonna be that bad. Yeah, I know they did. They said it had dropped down to a level 3. I just posted it for you, Cynthia. Yeah, if y'all ordered y'all shirt before today, y'all actually got a deal because I actually ended up having to add a little bit to the shirts. I was trying to keep the price as low as I can just so that everybody would order shirts, but the shipping was a little bit more than I had expected it to be, so I ended up having to add in a little bit more, you know, to cover the shipping price. Thanks, Scooby Doo. Is that there may be a different Scooby Doo? Cause I know I think I had more than one Scooby Doo comment before. Is this the Jason N Scooby Doo or is this a different Scooby Doo? What's up, Jason? Yeah, y'all make sure that y'all keep all the people who are dealing with the bad weather right now in your thoughts and prayers. And that was Jason's comment. And also, I don't know if y'all saw the video over on Big Brando's page, he did a review of some transfers that Jason Inns created. So if y'all interested in that, that may be something for y'all to contact him about, because Brando gave him an awesome review. And he said that he was Jason is going to be his new transfer guy. Oh yeah, I did see him. I have thought about doing the transfers. I actually have everything here that I need to do the transfers. I just have not even attempted to do them yet. Eventually I will get into it. I don't know if I'll be selling them or not. Because when I checked into doing the transfers, it was really just for me. But I guess once I do it, if I get enough interest, then if I might end up doing it for other people too. But I think Jason might have that sold up. All right, Priscilla, if you want to be part of the Prince Squad, just make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to represent the Prince Squad, you can go to t-shirtchicktv.com and get you a t-shirt in your choice of colors. Where are you located, Key Styles? Think you said Maryland, maybe? I'm sorry. Let me see. Okay, you did say Houston. I'm sorry. You close to me. I'm not far from you, about 3 hours away. All right, Jason, you got that secret formula like Mr. Krabs did, don't you? Don't let plankton sneak in on you. So I'm waiting right now for this screen to dry, and I'm gonna try to print a few shirts for y'all. It may be dry already. Maybe I'll get into it, DJ Key Styles. I mean, I haven't even tried it yet, but maybe I'll work on that. It may not be this year. Maybe I can do it, once the printing slows down a little bit. They actually have stuff for you to remove the ghost on the screens. It is. I'm trying to think of the name of it. If somebody know the name of it, tell her, because I don't use it myself. But I do have some over here, and I don't know. This one is by Core Kim, and the numbers, as you see, this was actually a sample, and the stuff has kind of washed off of it or whatever. And I don't even know what it may be Bio 1 or something like that. I'm not sure. I can't even tell you. Haze remover, that's what it's called. Thanks, Jason. All right, Tammy, thanks. I know that wasn't posted, but anyone have an input about the best flash dryer to buy? Um, the flash dryer that I have, and I've had it for a long time, it's actually a fast flash dryer, and it came from eBay, and it's like the budget one. It don't even have a on and off switch on it. You just like plug it in to turn it on. I haven't had any issues with it. It was actually the cheapest infrared one that I could find. The Hey boys, I don't know what y'all got going on over there. The first one that I had was actually a Recon's flash dryer, and it had like the oven coil in it, and that one was actually the cheapest one that I could find. Just to have a flash dryer. But the one that I have is, I think it's 18 by 18. Let me see. All right, Scooby Doo, I can go back and add in something else. I'll go back and add a couple more sizes. Scoob. ZFHI graphics says Haze cream. That cream might actually work pretty good. It may work a little bit better than the liquid. Oh, Grace at Graphic Solution says Bio One is the best. Maybe that's what this is. I guess that's what it says. It looks like it could have said that at one time or another. What's up, Hannah? Hannah? No worries about you being late. Just glad you could make it for however long you can be here. And anybody that's interested in purchasing a Print Squad T-shirt, you can go to tshirtchicktv.com. That's tshirtchicktv.com. And I also have the link in the description box of this video, and I also have another link for if you have watched my Square video when I made the website on squareup.com. I have a link down in the description box that will allow you to get free. Well, it will allow both of us to get free processing for 6 months or $1,000. Hey, both of y'all come on this side, whichever comes first. So basically, you can get a free website plus free processing. All you have to do is follow the link in the description box and go ahead and sign up. And it's very easy to set up. The website that I have, I made it in like all of 30 minutes. Get on this side. It took me about 30 minutes to make the whole website. And that includes, just stand back where I can see you. That includes adding all of the products and reading over, checking over everything. But I mean, it's a pretty basic website. But if all you want to do is sell products, I feel like it's cheaper than having to pay a subscription to a website company, to have all of the features. And also, if you sign up through the link in the description box, you can get free processing. And I don't think any other website is offering free processing right now. The link it's in the description box. tshirtchicktv.com. Let me type it in again. That's the link for the t-shirts. And that's the links to sign up. That's the link to sign up for the to get the free processing for $1,000 or 6 months. Yeah, Hannah, they online. You can go to the website below and go ahead and put your order in. Paul Looney, you asked how many times do you coat, or how many times do you coat your screen on each side with emulsion? It can depend. Like if you are printing like a 230 mesh screen and you're printing halftones, you want one coat on each side. You don't want it to be thick. And basically one coat can, that will work for a lot of different printing jobs or whatever. But the thicker you make the emulsion on there, the thicker the ink you're gonna lay down on the shirt. So it kind of depends on that. But one coat would be good enough, pretty much for anything. Maybe if you're using like 30 mesh screens or something like that, you may have to use the thick side of your scoop coater or do extra coats. Rand, see it right now. It's not available in the The t-shirts are not available in the UK, but I think Square may be available in the UK. I am not 100% sure about that. And right now, that was the quickest website that I could set up. Maybe eventually I can upgrade and offer it to you, or maybe I can set up something on eBay where I can offer it to you for the UK. But right now, it's only available in the United States, and I'm sorry about that. Jason, where's let me see, is the other Scooby Doo on here today? What's up, young Sparrow? All right, Rand Sid. Sorry about that. What's up, Cleo Productions? How you doing? Get up, Ari. You're welcome, Paul. Absalom, go look in that closet and check and see if that screen is dry for me. You know how to check and see? Look at it first. It should be kind of dull, and if it's not, then it's probably not dry. I'm doing good. Bring it here. All right, Terry W. Thank you for Yep, it is dry. Well, I have the first screen ready right here. So in a little bit I'm gonna be printing some shirts. Let me see, y'all can see it better that way if I turn it that way. So if you have ordered a shirt already, I will probably be sending it off tomorrow unless you order it, you know, um, unless you order it too late for me to send it off tomorrow. Terry W, multitasking. Multitasking, that's a good thing. All right, Scooby Doo. Why I perk your ears? Because you said your dog name is Ari. What's up? Being true to me. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. Unplug this printer. And go ahead and close out this stuff that I'm not using. Jason, you silly. Which story time you talking about, DJ Key Styles? I'm gonna say no because I'm pretty sure I did. But which one are you talking about? And I can try to get it in this week. I've been filming a lot of videos. I actually been filming a few videos each day. I got so much to edit. I was just editing earlier before I came over here. Rand Sid said, "What software is best to use for teas, Photoshop or Illustrator?" A lot of people are gonna say Illustrator. I don't know Illustrator, but I use Photoshop, and that's pretty much what I use. But both of them can be beneficial because Illustrator does some things that Photoshop doesn't do, and Photoshop does some things that Illustrator doesn't do. So, if even if it's not Illustrator, it might be Corel, and I don't know what other program Corel has. Corel maybe Corel Draw, and I don't know what's their other program, but I'm sure they probably have some photo editing type program also. All right, Rise Gaming. Let me see if I can find your page on here right quick. Oh, I got a lot of things on here. I haven't been on here in a minute. DJ Keystyle says, "Have I done any?" No, I have not done any. I haven't done any story times. I got my other page that, unless it's T-shirt related, that I would have to do the story times on. And I actually have a few vlogs and stuff like that on there. And if I do story times, I'll probably end up doing them over on that page to try to keep this one specific, specifically T-shirts and business, like like maybe designing and web pages, something like that. Being true to me says, is it message? You mean necessary? Is it necessary to purchase AccuRip? No, I rip T-shirts using Photoshop. I'm gonna eventually do a video on that. Okay, William Hart says, "I like Corel better than Illustrator for the vector side, but Photoshop is much more advanced than Corel Paint." And Lou Richard says, "I'm thinking of doing car and wall decorations." I'm sorry, wall decals. It jumped, and I didn't get to read it. Car and wall decals. Anybody doing this? If so, what do you think the demand for it is? I think the demand for it is high, especially I live in a small town, but you always have people like you have like here in a small town, there's a lot of people that do like mud riding, so they have these big monster trucks that they like to fix up and put names on them and stuff like that. We have like a little racetrack around here, a lot of people like that, and even other people like to put names on just their regular cars, their regular everyday cars. You can do stuff for businesses. It's a place down the street from me that haven't been too long opened up, maybe a couple of years ago, and they have been doing really well. They do a lot of work for like the police department. It's all kind of diesels and stuff pull up over there. It's a lot of they get a lot of business. So I would say yes, that is in high demand. And also, depending on um, everything that you do, you can probably do like signs and stuff like that. Right now, I need to replace my sign outside because I had it up there. It's been up there like more than 8 years, and one side of it, the sun has faded it. So I'm eventually going to have to get that redone. All right, DJ Key Styles. If you remember what it is, I'll do it. Rise Gaming said I made a mistake on an order. I talked to the customer. She said it was okay, and she still liked the shirt. But to make her even happier, I gave it to her for half price. I had a thing like that before. A situation like that before. The lady, it's a lady. She orders a lot of shirts from me. She might order like one or two shirts at a time, but she comes so often for pretty much anything. She wanted her design on the back of her shirt, and I accidentally put it on the front, and she was fine with it. She had ordered two shirts for a vacation. So what I ended up doing is I told her that I would do her another shirt for half price. So she went ahead and got the next shirt done when she picked the other one. She went ahead and paid for everything. So that as long as you're making your customers happy, and you know, people make mistakes. We're humans, so they understand that you make mistakes. Epson, can you go in there and turn my fan and heater off? Yeah. So as long as they know we make mistakes because we're humans. So as long as you are trying to resolve the problem and let your customer know that you care and you want to keep them as customers, you shouldn't have any problems with it. Yeah, that was the same thing with them. I was gonna make her a new one. And when you have understanding customers like that, that's the ones that I want to keep. So whatever I have to do to keep them, I will. Well, school, at least you're not getting rain. A lot of people over in Louisiana and Texas are getting so much rain right now. I bet you they probably rather deal with a little bit of heat right now. um Cleo Productions. I have a couple of videos like specific stuff. Is there something specific you want to know, or do you want to just know like if you are a beginner and this is your first time ever clicking up and opening Photoshop? Is that what you want? Because I can do that video if that's what you want. Just let me know. I CJ's Place says, where did I get my gilded markup? I've been had it for years. Like when I first started, I got those markups, and I cannot remember exactly where I got them from. If I remember, I'll post it and let you know. But it's been so long since I got those. And Gina says she agreed with me. She just started doing the decals. That it's high in demand. Um, Rand said, no, I do not do sublimation. I actually have a printer over here. It's the HP T120 printer, which is actually a 24-inch printer that I'm actually that I'm actually looking into turning into and turning into a sublimation printer. My bad. I was just laughing at a text message I just got. Yeah, that you're welcome, Lou. But yeah, I'm thinking because you can do full color decals, that will help. And you can also do t-shirts. Like they have the printable vinyl for the t-shirts. I mean, I don't know if you may already be doing that, or you may not even be interested in that, but that's something else you can do also. No, I did not make any McGregor versus Mayweather boxing shirts. All right, let me try to find your page right quick, Rise Gaming. It since you know mine and I'm on live right now, it's probably easier for you to request me on there and I can follow you back. Let me see. Uh Let me try to type it in. Rise Gaming. What? Tell me what your thing is one more time. Rise Gaming. Let me see if I can type that in, and anything will pop up. What you're trying to put, Jason, is I can type it on here for you if it's for some reason not allowing you. Uh, Hold on. I got behind on the comments and now I'm trying to read stuff and it won't let me. Okay. Full Russia says, quick question. Because of me feeling uncomfortable doing events and things with too much people, I'm feeling probably I may have to close down my business since it's not making me money. Should I? Um, I don't want to. I want to say no, you shouldn't. But you're the only one that knows your financial situation. You know, if it's not making you money, you may end up having to. But this is what I'm gonna say. If you don't like being around people, you can possibly try to start it and do it online. You know, something like that. And also like with my shop, I don't. It's not ever. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not ever, but like every single day, it's not just like packed with a whole bunch of people. Like the most people that I have in here at one time is during the football season because usually like I have mostly like group orders. I mean, I have quite a few indie orders too or customized orders too, but usually when I have the group orders, they have one person that comes in to represent the group, or maybe like a few people, like maybe three, four people may come in to represent the group. So, I mean, I don't know if you even don't like to be around that many people, but if that's the case, then you may want to try doing just the online business, and that way you can have customers, but you don't actually have to interact with them in person. William Hart says, I find the sign vinyl much harder to weed. I have to be extra careful, or what you want to stay down peels up with the excess. Okay, Drip Customs. All right, Rise Gaming. Let me type that in right quick. Drip underscore. Is it Drip Custom Work? DRIPCUS. Okay, this may be it right here. All right, I just followed you, Drip Customs, aka Rise Gaming. Rancid said, "How do you market your products? I got all the kit and stock. Just need some orders." One thing that really kind of, I guess, pushed my business to the next level is printing the football shirts. Hey, both of y'all come over to this side and just find a corner or something to get in. Come on. I don't know what's going on with my kids today. Corner right there and corner right there. Both of y'all get a door right there. See that door right there? Put your head right there. That's pretty sad when you're on live and you gotta punish your kids in silly ways by making them stand with their head up against the wall. looking silly over there. Okay. Where was I at? You can try advertising online, like on Facebook and stuff like that. You can try reaching out to some of the schools in your area, maybe some teams that you have going on. Right now, I know we have youth football going on, and I'll be printing some football jerseys this week. So, it's a few different things like that that you can try to reach out to. If you know any if you have any kids, or if you know any kids that go to school, and you make some nice shirts, and you, even if you just give them a shirt or something and they wear it, people gonna know where they got the shirts from. So, that's pretty much how everything really got to where I wanted it to be, dealing with the spirit shirts. And I do have a video on that. It's called how to increase your sales. A video that kind of, I guess, try to give you a few tips to help your business out. So you might want to check that out. Let me see. What's up, Rob Beats? Hey, y'all need to check Rob Beats out. Even though his name is Rob Beats, he do a lot of screen printing over there, and he have a lot of videos, screen printing videos. He do a lot of different things on his site or on his YouTube. So y'all make sure y'all check him out. Yeah, I have been following him for a long time. Let me see. Paul Pappin says not seeing your website. Let me type it in right quick and see. Yeah, it's popping up. I'll type it in for you. It's t-shirtchicktv.com. I don't know if you might have left the TV off, but for some reason T-shirt chick was, somebody already has that, but they're not doing anything with it. So I had to add the TV on there. T-shirt chick TV. Jason N said, "Full Russia. If you hate it, stop. If you love it, do more research on marketing." That's a good idea. Imagination Apparel, I can't even read today, says, "Does anyone utilize mass emailing to market their shirts?" You're welcome, Full Rusher. Young Sparrow says, "Starting Gully Visionaries custom tees is the best thing I could have done." And also you can follow them on Instagram at Gully Visionaries, Gully Visionaries. Yeah, I agree with you, Gina. Gina said they say you should email customers, but me being one myself, it gets annoyed that that's my opinion. Ask your family and friends to share your social media advertisements to start off. Well, I started a group on Facebook, and like all the people who I know had kids that played sports and stuff like that. That's who I kind of targeted. I invited them to join the group and stuff like that, and I told them, if you know anybody else, y'all ask them to join also, or y'all can, request them to join or add them to the group or whatever. And then after a while, I started seeing like screenshots of, people would send other people screenshots of my group, and then a lot of people be asking to join. And Lou Richard says, for those of you with online businesses, how are you getting traffic to your site? Any info on SEO? Excuse me. Scooby Doo, The Corner, episode 1. Let me see. You welcome, Rob Beats. Hey, Rob Beats, you know something I would like for you to do. It's a few people on here that do it already, but since you make beats, you could do. I mean, I don't know if you're even interested in this, but you could do like they do and make some beats for online. Like I know I get beats from no copyright. What's the name of it? No copyright sounds. You know, it's a few people. Chucky Beats, and they have like a whole bunch of subscribers. So you know they seem like they're doing pretty good on here, and they allow you to use their music, or at least some of their music. Some of them, you know, charge for some stuff. All right, Tammy, I'll get it shipped out for you on Monday, first thing. Let me see. Nope, you didn't miss it, Terrell Beatty. We still here. I'm gonna have to stop answering and take these screens up, or take this screen up in a minute. Cleo Production says, "Do you think I could get in trouble if I sell shirts on eBay?" I don't see why you would, unless you're selling something that you don't need to be selling. I don't know, but I would say no, as long as you're doing something legitimate. Full Rusher says, "I've learned that asking friends for help on Facebook hardly works. I guess friends need to see something successful before jumping in." Yeah, I think that'll be an awesome idea, Rob Beats. Rob Beats says, I've actually been thinking about making beats for YouTube, but just haven't had a chance to set it up yet. I've just been busy with the screen printing and DJ gigs, but I'll get to it soon. Yeah, you always seem like you have a lot going on, and you have some nice vlogs also. I mean, your videos, I like watching your videos because it's like you just, I guess, compact it down to something real small, but you kind of get your point across with it. So it's not super long, but you know we get what we need to get from it. William Hart says, try doing a contest on Facebook. Entry is entry is like, comment, or share, and then draw for a prize from anyone who entered. Okay, I'm down at the bottom of the question, so I'm gonna go ahead. Some of them just jumped up. A few people just typed in. Let me answer this. Okay. And Rob B says you should be okay on selling on eBay just as long as it's not copyright or a product from anyone else. That was basically what I said. I didn't say it in those exact words because I'm kind of country. But yeah, long as whatever you're doing on eBay is legitimate, you shouldn't have any issues. ZFHI Graphics says, I just post everything I make online and on Facebook, and they start to see that you're serious. Gina Gill says, I can't find some of you guys on Instagram, so if y'all put y'all Instagram name on there, then y'all might get some more followers today. Let me see. I'm going to put it right here. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and put this screen on so that I can tape it up and try to get a few shirts printed. All right, everybody putting. Rancid said try Teespring to start if you're a designer. I've been thinking about starting a print squad page on a print squad page or maybe a print squad group on Facebook. What y'all think about that? Let me know what y'all think about it. Should I do a t-shirt chick page and a print squad group? And I'm not really that active on Facebook. I don't know. Y'all probably say, well, ain't no use in her doing nothing because she not active. But I'm gonna try to be more active for y'all. No. The object of the punishment is for you to stand up, dude. Get up. Because you could have been sitting down on the other side, but y'all want to have whatever the little issues is y'all got going on. Both of y'all stand up. Y'all was over there making too much noise like y'all fighting or something. All right, Jason. Prince Squad FB till I die. And that boy silly. Trying to undo this tape. Look, I have a hard time undoing tape sometimes. I have to cut that part out. But since I'm on live, I can't really cut it out this time. Rob B says, what chemical spray are you using to wipe the ink from the screen on the press? I use the let me get the container for it. Go get that container out of that sink on the front for me. That big jug thing. All the chemicals that I use are by Corchem right now. That's what I'm using. I'm gonna show you the jug for it in just a minute. Let me see. This right here, this is Pro Wash. Let me make sure I'm letting you see everything. But this is the Pro Wash by Corchem. Hopefully y'all can see everything. And somebody says, that's Terrell Beatty says, is 355 mesh good for, I don't know. That would probably be something that you would use for maybe halftone printing or I'm trying to remember exactly if it's for the full color photo printing. Yes, I have tried inkjet printer transfers. When I first started, that was something that I used. I have used them. I have a video where I made some kids' birthday shirts, but I don't really use them much anymore. I use the ones for the laser printer. Let me see. Where's my scissors? Looking for scissors. And even when I do use the t-shirt transfers, I don't really like to use them because eventually they'll wear out. I like to print stuff that's gonna last just as long as the shirt. and the t-shirt transfers will wash out eventually. Charles Ezenek said, "What is a good conveyor dryer for beginners?" Um, if anybody can answer that question, because I can't really think of any right now. I mean, it's a few out there. The one that I have, it's actually got like oven coils on the inside of it, but I got it cheap because and it's nothing wrong with the oven coils for a conveyor dryer because your stuff is moving through, so it's gonna pretty much get evenly heated across the whole thing. But if anybody can answer that. All right, Rise Gaming. We all started somewhere. After a while, you'll be balling. And something else you can do is also in some of my videos, if you don't want to have to spend that much for one color, you can order the sheets. I have links for it below a lot of my videos. And anybody who has tuned in late, if you are interested in purchasing a Print Squad t-shirt, I have the link in the description box, or you can go to tshirtchicktv.com. In a minute, once I take this screen up, I can type it in for y'all again. Full Rusher says, "I'm horrible at social media. I'm working on it. Anyone else has this problem?" Yes, I got that problem. I'm not really that into social media. I feel like I don't post enough. So I guess I have that problem too, that I'm not very social on social media. What was y'all doing on the other side over there? Huh? I punched you in the face. By accident? I can't hear nothing you saying. All right, I got that screen taped up. Now I'll tape up these plus marks that I use to center my screen. Y'all think y'all can sit down somewhere? But y'all can't? Aha. Go sit down. Any more problems, it's going to be real bad. Jason N says, "Charles, look for a used one." What's up, Gina? Hey, DJ Key Styles, until you can get somebody closer, you should try out Jason N's. People been giving him real good reviews, so I mean, I know he's kind of far away, but I think he'll work with you on that shipping and get them there for you. All right, Gina, thank you. I appreciate your order. Cleo Production says I use a flash dryer. Grace Graphics Solution says love Corchem products, work much better than the stuff Ryonet sells. And she posted their website, which is www.core-kim.com. And she's in the North Carolina area, so she used a guy out of Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Rancid says Soft Stretch Pro is a good transfer, will last longer than the garments. I agree with that, but the only thing is I don't really print that many light color shirts. Most of the shirts I print are dark. So, I only buy the dark transfers unless I'm doing something like all white shirts. Like in one of my videos I did some transfers for a kid's birthday party. Other than that, I usually just use the color ones for any shirt that I put it on. Yeah, Charles, I'll try. You can call me sometime during the week, and I can, or text me or something, and I can try to look at some, because I have looked at some, but it's been a while, and I can kind of tell you some of the ones that I have seen, and maybe if you're interested in those, you can check those out. Okay, Imagination Apparel said Raynor Scamp is a good conveyor dryer, also good to take to events for on-site printing. Let me see, I'm kind of behind. Robbie says the conveyor dryer for beginners, I would say the Vastec D1000. I believe this is the number one. It's a 120 volt conveyor dryer. Let me see. See why I have y'all on this side? I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I'm laughing at these text messages. Let me see. Here's another person that says I have the Vastex D100 conveyor dryer. It depends on what ampage is available in your home or apartment. Full Rusher Rancid I use it on light colors too. It helps with the budget. Let me see. Yeah, I have a Canon Pixma printer that I really like a lot, and I used to use the Epson printers. I don't like Epson. It's always issues when I dealt with Epson. A lot of people like Epson. I mean, they print real nice and print real good, but as far as longevity, I have had some issues with them. And I had two that I used until they just didn't work anymore. Then I had the 1400, and I ended up selling it because I got tired. I mean, just with the ink, unless you have a continuous ink system and all that. And I actually had one, but I don't know, it just was issues that I didn't really like. So I ended up selling that one also. Well, selling that one, and I ended up getting the HP that I have now, the K8600. Tammy, quit clowning. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and warm up everything, and I can let you guys see what the first Print Squad t-shirt's looking like. Give me just a sec. I'll be right back. Hey, you turn that air down to. Never mind. Don't touch it. Don't worry about it. All right. My palette should be plenty sticky. That one could have used a little bit, but let me check the other ones. Yep, all the other ones are good. Yep, I think that one will be good too, because I'm not going to do anything to it. Jason Gross says, "How did I get the money for that heat curing machine?" Um, I was printing T-shirts. I started off doing water-based printing. Actually, I was doing plastisol printing when I ended up getting that. But the way that I started, I had a poor man's conveyor dryer, and if you look at some of my older videos, actually I think I may have one called the poor man's conveyor dryer. You can kind of see how I used to do it before I came into the conveyor dryer that I now use. Yeah, so I started from the bottom. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't spend a bunch of money in the beginning. I bought the cheapest everything, and as I made money and put money aside, because at one point, I didn't always have this shop open. I've only been open about 8 years or so. Well, going on 9 years, but just saving up, especially if you have another job. Put a little bit back and save for what you want. I'm not gonna check no more text messages. Oh man. Yeah, full Russia says t-shirt trick. I can't even talk. T-shirt chick. I agree. I did have to replace my Epson printer 4 times before it worked out. And Epson does have a good, I guess, policy. Like if you have issues with your printer, they will replace it. I had one, and they ended up sending a replacement for it. And after the second one died, I ended up buying the 1400, or yeah, the 1400. And I mean, I just didn't really like dealing with the Epson printers, but I do recommend Canon. I mean, I've had good experiences with the Canon that I have, and I've used some different brand printers. For inkjet printers, I've used Canon, and HP, Canon, and Epson. And for laser printers, I've used Konica Minolta and Okidata. Jason N says, I have the Epson 1400 and love it. Rancy, you way on the other side of the earth. No, I don't have a fella, but if I had a fella, I would want him to be close by me. Charles Ezenak says, I have an Epson 1430. Jason Gross says, that's what's up. It's hard for me to save without using my profit money toward bills. All right, I got another plan for you. Income tax time. I don't know if you get any money back at income tax time. You can spend the rest of this year, to be looking for to be looking for a good price on a printer or whatever, whatever equipment you need. I'm saying a printer, but whatever equipment you need, and also looking for, the used equipment, because sometimes you can get great deals on that too. You just have to make sure that you can get there in person so that you can check everything out and make sure that everything is working properly. But yeah, that's something else you could do. Gina Gill says, "Sin, I don't like calling you that. Or all your shirts only at the front of your store." What do you mean? Or all of my shirts, like all my T-shirts, the ones that I keep in stock? Yeah, I think rolling the shirts. That's kind of why I rolled them, because I actually used to have a rack that I used to hang the shirts up on. But I found that those little cubicles that I have, you don't have to have those exact same cubicles that I have, but they are kind of thin, so they don't take up that much space. And you can roll the shirts up, and that's kind of space saving. And then I have them in order of size. Like I have, if you can see in some of my videos, I have all one color on a lot of the rows. Like the shirts that are my most popular colors, I have them all on one row. And then the size is starting from youth extra small going all the way up to 6X. And that Sin is just short for my name. My name is Sinicia, and I'm kind of sad. I found out I'm not the only Sinicia, and for years I was the only one, so I was the original. And I found out over the weekend that I am no longer the only one. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I know I'm not happy about it. Yeah, that you'll probably take up less space if you kind of roll the shirts like that. And my white shirts, I keep them inside of a plastic bin to keep the dust and stuff off of them. You're welcome, Jason. And Tammy said it helps a lot when you roll them. Kenny Ankrum says, I have just started with this business and you have been a great help. I'm only doing plastic salt transfers at this time. I may have to get and learn a Cameo 3. Yeah, a lot of people use the Cameo. Is the Cameo 3 hard to learn? Anybody on here that has any experience with it? Yeah, because and a vinyl cutter, it comes in handy when you have people coming in wanting different orders. I mean, different, something different on each shirt, or personalized stuff on the back of the shirt, stuff like that. You can make a shirt quickly. Rise Gaming says Cameo is a good way to start. You want me to do a video, Cleo? You want me to do a video on how to roll the shirts? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that before I leave the shop today, and I'll post it up probably Tuesday because I already have my Monday video set up. I'm gonna do a video on it just for you. That's fine, Prince and More. You can call me TC, T-shirt chick. That that's fine. Full Russia says recently I fixed the miscutting and bad cuts that happened with my Silhouette Cameo 3. It cuts amazing now. Okay, Rise Gaming. I'm letting the equipment warm up for a minute. I actually didn't even set my timer, but everything is warming up right now. It takes about 15 minutes or so to warm up, and then I'm gonna start printing. Crystal Leggett says the Cameo is pretty simple. Gina Gill says Cameo rocks. And Jason Gross says it's easy to use. Rise Gaming says easy to learn. Just got the Cameo 3 and know how to use it already. So as far as the usability or the user friendliness, that seems to be the way to go. Ranson said, will you be doing any Photoshop or Illustrator YouTube videos in the near future? They are very good learning source for these programs. Yes, I will be. I do not know Illustrator myself. If I learn some things in Illustrator, I will be willing to teach y'all how to do it. Show y'all whatever I know how to do. But as far as Photoshop, I know it pretty well. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that I don't know and that I'm still learning. But yeah, I'll be doing more tutorials in Photoshop. Uniquely Tisa says, I use the Cricut. How is the Cricut? Is it easy to use? Do you like it? Tish Foy says, I use Cameo 3. It's very easy. I watch videos on YouTube. Grace Graphic Solutions said, did you answer this? What program do you use to edit your videos? I use Sony Vegas Pro. Pretty much any Sony Vegas is pretty much going to be the same. The Pro versions just offer a little bit more options. But I use Sony Vegas Pro 12. Jason Gross says, can I do a video on print and transfer sheets from a printer? Yes, I can. I have done a few videos. What you using inkjet printers? Using the inkjet printers, basically the only thing you have to do is set it up. You may have to, if your printer doesn't have a setting for it, you can. And all of my printers are kind of old, so I think they pretty much have a setting for it. But you may have to use like glossy paper setting or something like that. Where's it at? And just in case any of y'all have not ordered a t-shirt that are interested in ordering a t-shirt, you can order a t-shirt at tshirtchicktv.com. All right, I just posted the website, and also I will be posting a video this week, and I have the link below. Well, actually, I'll probably be doing another video on the doing your own website using Square, because I have a link that you guys can use, and it will allow both of us to get $1,000 worth of free transactions or 6 months worth of free transactions. I can't even talk. But if you go to the link that I just posted right there and sign up for Square, and if you do that, you can get you a free website. You can get the credit card processing for free, and you can also get the card reader, just a regular Square card reader that I showed it earlier. I'm gonna show it again. You can get the one like this that you just stick in your phone, like you stick it in your earphone jack, and you're able to like slide credit cards through. Like, I don't know if this is gonna work because it's a receipt, but you can slide the cards through here like that and take payments on the go or wherever you are. And this is only for 6 months that you get. You get it free. You get it for either 6 months or $1,000 worth of transactions, whichever comes first. So if y'all go ahead and sign up for that website, and then also if you get people to sign up under you, then both of y'all will get another 6 months plus $1,000 or whatever. 6 months whichever comes first. I'm saying plus, but you can have free transactions for 6 months, and if you don't spend the $1,000 within the 6 months, after the 6 months, it starts over. I mean, it doesn't start over. It starts normal. So you can either do $1,000. Like if you get $1,000 in sales in the first month, then that's it. You don't get the rest of the 6 months. But as long as you keep getting someone to sign up under you, but you have to use the link that I left in the description box. All right, Rise Gaming, go ahead and get your shirt so you can rep the squad. Or any of the Print Squad shirts, Port and Company shirts. I need 2 red 6Xs. Actually, Scooby Doo, they are the Gildan 5000 shirts. And that, like the price that I'm offering, I was really kind of just, with this first design, I was kind of trying to see if people would be interested in it. If people are interested, I will probably eventually move on and get better quality shirts. But for right now, like I know with me, I'm going to be using my shirts while I'm at work, to print in and stuff like that. So I don't want to use a really good shirt for it. But in order to keep the price down, and I ended up having to take the price up some because shipping costed a little more, because I was trying to keep the price as low as I could, but shipping cost a little bit more. That's why I ended up having to have different prices than what I had originally said. But if y'all go to that website, y'all can check everything out. But I can add some 6Xs, because right now I go up to, I think, 3X, but I can go on up to 6X. Crystal Leggett says, I started out with a Cameo, but I'm now looking to upgrade to a bigger cutter. Depending on how much you want to spend, I love the rolling cutters. I mean, that's what I would recommend. If anybody else have any recommendations on here about some good cutters that you've had good experiences with, maybe y'all can recommend something for Crystal for her future upgrade. Rick Chick says, just got my Cameo 3 this week and it's easy. Just make sure something. Full Razor said it's not hard to learn. Patrick Heflin says, is the 12-inch width on the Cameo good for most size shirts? A lot of people use the Cameo. I wanted a bigger printer so that I can do the biggest designs that I can on those shirts. Now with that being a 12-inch cutter, I'm thinking that it probably cuts about 10-inch wide designs. And like I had the 15-inch cutter, and the widest I could cut was about 13-inch wide designs when I had my first rolling cutter. So I'm thinking that's going to be the same. So, it's probably going to be about 2 inches less. If anybody on here, if I'm wrong, let me know. And I mean, I guess that's a decent size. And I do have a video on here how to print bigger designs, but I mean, that's up to you. When you're starting out, however you can start out, as long as you're making money, should be fine. But I know I wanted to move up. I wanted to get a bigger cutter, and that's why I ended up moving up to the 24-inch cutter. It's a lot of free ones out there. Full Razor. They got OBS Studio. They got. Let me go on my screen so I can try to see. They got XSplit Broadcaster. They got Wirecast. If you have something like Corel X8 or Corel X9, I believe they have a screen capture. And I've been doing this for a while, and I'm just now needing a screen capture. Maybe I could have used one before, but it took me all this time just to get one. If Photoshop allow you to vector, it would be ultimate. Yep. That is true. Jason Gross says the cricket sucks. Rise Gaming says yes, it's good for any size shirt. Terrell Beatty says, does anyone have a US Cutter SC? I have one and it eat up my vinyl. Uniquely Tisa, it's rolled up, so I can't read it. Let me mix this ink up right quick. I'm gonna answer this one last question right quick. Oh, she said I really like the cricket. Rancid said do a T-shirt now live and wear it and say it's a good idea. All right, Rancid, that's what I'm gonna do. It's easy and cuts over 100 different materials, even leather. All right, I'm gonna get to printing. Let me see if I can put this thing in a place where y'all can see what I'm doing better. Let me see. Got a lot of junk around. Stuff is about to fall everywhere. Let me see. I'm gonna attempt to put it up here and put my stereo over here, and maybe you guys can. Did I even release that? I'm gonna grab the shirts right quick, and I'll be right back. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing from up here. Let me see. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see what I'm doing. All right, maybe that's better. But then when I'm standing here, I'm probably gonna be in the way. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab the shirt so I can print a little bit for y'all. Let me see. I might have made it too big for this one. I will print that one last, just in case. Make sure this tape is sticking down. Let me get some newspaper. My tape is acting like it don't want to stick. Make sure the tape is stuck down all around it good. Because for some reason today it seems like it's not really wanting to stick. Probably gonna need some more ink. Let me put a little bit more ink on here. Might have to open up a new thing of white ink. Man, I just got newspaper stuck on this one now. This got newspaper stuck on here. Try to do a test print or something. Take this black shirt right here and do a test print on it. Try to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing because I'm thinking I'm gonna be covering everything up. All right, I probably didn't mix this as well. Let it be over the heat for a minute. Yeah, I don't know why I put this white ink on one of my screens that's not HD because the white ink is heavy. And I got ink on my hand. Hate when that happens. So if y'all order the shirt today or before today, I am actually in process of printing your shirts, and they will be shipped out tomorrow. And here is the first print, which is actually the test print. All right, I'm about to print the first gray one. If you order the gray shirt with the white ink, let me see. About to print this one first. What do y'all got going on? All right, that's the first coat. Now I'm about to lay down the second coat. It made a good pickup sound on that. All right. Here's a gray one. Here's the black one. I'm gonna run around to this other side so that I can check the temperature. Make sure everything is going good. Y'all see me over there? Slow it down slightly. There's a red one. There's the pink one. Actually, it is heliconia, but we just call it hot pink in this shop. And I got one more to print. It was a special order, so I might have made this the screen too big for it. I'm gonna put it on here and see. Yeah, I might have made the screen just a slight bit too big for that one. I'm gonna print on another one just to test it and see. Hey, I'm gonna grab one because they don't like to listen and do exactly what you tell them. I'm gonna just run over here and grab another medium youth shirt. I'll be right back. Medium youth. Let me double check and make sure over these. It's gonna seem like it's centered exactly to me. I want it centered completely. And I always like to take my shirts under the flash dryer before I print them because sometimes they shrink slightly, especially when you're doing something like a white. So that if if you print it and then it shrink up, that'll mess up your whole shirt. So I always like to take it and flash it before I actually print it. That one really only needed that one print. But I'm gonna go on and hit it with one more to make sure it's 100% opaque. And let it cool off a little bit. And that's it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be all right for this size shirt. This one will probably be for my son. match it slightly. Yeah, I don't really like that print angle. All right. Yep, that's right. A lot of times the simple stuff is better. Some people just want simple stuff when they come in and make their own orders. Imagination Apparel says, "What video camera do I use to make my videos?" I actually use my main camera is the Canon T5i, and I also use the Samsung NX Mini. The Samsung NX Mini, I'm having issues with one of the lenses. That actually was my go-to camera because it was kind of small, and I like that. But I'm actually about to purchase a new camera within the next couple of weeks. So within the next couple of weeks, my video quality might be changing, but I'll still probably use the T5i also because a lot of times I use two cameras to shoot. And then sometimes I use different cameras for different things. Gina, are you talking to me about the subbing, or are you talking about like sublimation or subbing because you're a teacher? No, Crystal, I have not had any problems with the square reader. I know I remember seeing a video of one guy that said he had some issues with the square reader, and I'm gonna tell you the one problem I had with the square reader, which really wasn't a problem, and then I'm gonna tell you about this other guy whose video I saw on here. Now I had an issue with the square reader where I accidentally overcharged a customer, and I'm glad that they were understanding because like when I slid the card, I accidentally hit a extra key. I accidentally hit an extra key, and I ended up charging them, instead of charging them like $20, I charged them like $220 something dollars, something like that. I think that's what it was, something to that effect. And I ended up, as soon as I found out, I called the person and I let her know. And what ended up happening was I let Square refund her money, and it took longer than I felt like it should have took. And I was starting to feel bad about the situation, but the lady, she was real understanding. So that's the only issue that I had. Like I accidentally hit a button, which was totally my fault. I should have double checked, and really the customer should have double checked too, because when they get ready to sign, it shows the price right there. So, but other than that, I haven't had any problems. I saw a video by a guy on here one time that said that he had issues with Square sending him his money, and I have never had any issues with him. I think the biggest, and I have like several different Square accounts, but the biggest thing with that is I believe if you are entering in the numbers instead of swiping the card, they probably was suspecting this guy for fraud or something, and that's probably what the whole problem was and what was holding up his money. Because if you are if you are entering in the number instead of swiping the card, I always tell my customers that I cannot enter the numbers in, because for one thing they charge you more for it, and then for the other thing they that I just don't want to have to do that, because there might be somebody else's card, or that you never know with that situation. So I just like to use the card and swipe it. But I have not had any issues with Square at all. They actually have been a big help and have got me some sales that I would not have otherwise got. All right, Scooby Doo, I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and add that on there. And if it's anybody else that need to add anything, just let me know. You know what, Jason is they do have an adapter for the iPhone 7, so you could use it. They have the little thing that has the headphones on the end. I mean the regular 3 millimeter or whatever the jack is that you would stick a headphone in. So you could possibly look into getting that if you are interested in it. But they also have other ways. You can use an iPad and you can get the full setup with the cash register, the square register, or whatever they call it. And Full Rusher says, I use WordPress to make my website and use PayPal as my merchant service for my WooCommerce plugin. I have a Square Reader but never used it. You right now, and really not just right now, anytime if you sign up for Square, you can get like PayPal. They take money, they charge you in order to use their services. With Square, if you use that link that I typed in earlier, you can get $1,000 or 6 months, whichever comes first. Free credit card processing. And also, if you continue to get people to sign up under you, you can continue to get more free processing. Right now, they don't have a limit on how many you can get. Oh, this is the blue one. And you could get the free website plus, because I don't know if the other companies that you use charge, but everything will be free with Square, at least for the first 6 months or $1,000. Keith Payne says, "Where can I get quality basketball uniforms?" If if some of the places that you order shirts from may not offer them, I'm not sure. Some of them do, some of them don't. If not, you can try Epic Sports or kind of Google it, or the brands that you want. Try looking up that company and possibly ordering from them. Imagination Apparel says Square Reader problem does not always read the card, requires entering numbers manually, then charging more for service. I have had a few cards that were hard to read. Like one of the banks around here is the way that they make their cards. Sometimes I have problems reading it, but I just like swipe it through real slow. Like I let them, I always let them see that I'm not charging them. I'm like, it's having an issue reading your card, because people kind of get worried about that sometimes when you get to swiping and swiping. But I haven't really had the issue where I had to type in the number. And I really prefer to not type in the number if I can help it. I actually have never had to type in a number because I just don't want to have to type it in. I don't want them to feel comfortable with that and possibly take someone else's card and bring it in, and then I got to deal with that issue. All right, Jason Gross, thank you. Robbie says, I just got a US cutter, have one clue on how to use it. I don't have no clue, my bad, have no clue on how to use it. They probably have some tutorials on here. Love the GraphTech cutters. However, with anything, understanding how the cutter works and reading the manual would be a big help. Crystal Leggett says, is the U.S. cutter pricey? I don't think it is. I think I actually posted a U.S. cutter in that video of how to start a t-shirt business for $500 or less. Um, Rancid said, press the power button, Beats. Z5 Graphics. ZFHI Graphics. That's a very reasonable price. Jason N says, I need a cutter. I want a servo motor. Okay, I printed all the shirts. I'm going to pull them out the dryer in a minute. I probably need to get my son to do that since they over on the other side having some more issues. Let me move my laptop back down. Elson, you can get them shirts off that dryer for me, dude? I'm gonna turn off this press. I'm gonna print me some shirts, but I'm probably gonna print them tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off right now. Yeah, because I got to get in there early. Absalom, would you please leave your brother's stuff alone? Don't mess with nothing else of his, because you don't want nobody messing with your stuff. Man, these kids, it's raining. I can't just send them out in the rain, or can I? Rancid says, screen print is not for beginners, but well done, t-shirt chick. It's really not that hard, Rancid. The hardest part to me, doggone, I just made my little cutter thing. Oh, it didn't get stuck. There it is. It's not the hardest thing to me was burning the screens correctly because I was actually using a work light in the beginning. But once I got past that work light and I started using that UDO, I didn't have any more issues. And one of the other things was learning the technique, the squeegee technique. But once I got some practice in with that, I didn't have any more issues with that. Yep, that's a test print. Let me see. I think I missed a few comments. I'm scrolling back up so I can try not to miss answering anything for anybody. Same Fitness Solution says, what shirt do you use? What shirt do you stay away from? Most of my customers like the Gildan shirts, and this is for like most of the people that I deal with, they just want something that's cheap and reasonable. But most of them want the Gildan shirts. But I had some, and I can't even think of the brand now. My mind just went blank. But my customers like the Gildan shirts. The ones that I really avoid are the which I like how these fit, but I avoid them because I kind of cater to what my customers want. But the Fruit of the Loom and the other company that's with them, I hate when my mind is blank like that. Jerseys, the jerseys and the Fruit of the Loom shirts they kind of shrink and they're kind of run small. So I have customers that actually prefer the Gildan shirts, but I actually like how the jersey shirts fit me because I'm kind of in between a medium and a large. Absalom, come on this side. I'm kind of in between a medium and a large. So with the shirts being shrunken up a little bit, that kind of fits me better. Just stand over there by the door. Thanks, Cleo Production. Robbie says, I hate printing white ink. It drives me crazy. The one tip with printing the white ink is when you first print, it's gonna look like it's gonna look like it's not a good print. But instead of continuing to try to make it a good print, you have to make it a layer. Once you put the second layer on it, the print will look better. And once you get it down, all you'll have to do is print that one thing. And like if y'all watch, well, y'all might not could see that good because the way that I have have my laptop set up, because I don't have much space in here. It's better when I have cameras set up. I can show better angles. But when you are printing with the white ink, if you have your ink mixed up well, or after a few prints, once you push the ink through that first time and put 2 coats for your first coat, and then you take it around under the flash dryer and flash it, and then when you bring it back around and you print with it again, you should, like, if you're printing and your ink has the correct mixture to it, you mix it up enough, you should just be able to push your squeegee over it once, and that should be enough ink. But sometimes you may have to do a third coat, take it back under your flash dryer, do another coat. But once you get the technique down, you only need the 2 hits at first, and then the 1 hit for the top coat. But it just takes a little bit of practice. And also the curing time sometimes is a little bit more for the white ink, because the white ink is thicker usually, because you have to put more of it down. Let me try to see what I missed out on. Anybody have experience with the Epson 1100 WF printing on transfers? Jason N says, where's the pink one? I didn't show the pink one. I think I did. I thought I showed the pink one. I can show it again. Thanks, Tammy. I'm glad you like that font. I'll be shipping your order out for you Monday. Let me see. Scooby-Doo says no fair. Let me see what she talking about. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go follow Rob Beats. If you, check out some of his stuff over on his channel. Man, I missed a bunch of comments and questions. Let me see. All right. Let me see. All right. Jason, you was talking to me. Speak up. Y'all couldn't hear me. I'm sorry. And I have a mic. I just don't never plug it in unless I'm doing a voiceover. I have to make sure that I plug it in next time. I'm looking. Miss Tori 76 says I'm looking upgrading from a Cricut. Which cutters would you guys suggest? I like Roland, and that's the only ones I have experience with. Some other people may comment some different things. Let me see. All right. Why you say no fair, Scooby Doo? I didn't get to that answer yet. You probably already posted it. Okay. Let me see. Fred Victor says I'm interested in learning screen printing for glassware. They have different what do you call them? I guess platens or whatever. I've seen people do stuff like that on rounded items. Let me see. Am I the only one that thinks vinyl costs a lot? It costs a lot more than the screen printing. I can tell you that. I do have a video called eBay Vinyl or Get Cheap Vinyl or something like that. It's a link to where you can get some cheap vinyl that I have not had any issues with. So you could probably check that video out, Full Crusher. And you can get they are 20-inch wide rolls, and actually on there they also have some 15-inch rolls for around the same price. But you can, if you have a smaller cutter, you can cut it into sheets. But they are like $30 or less for a 5-yard roll, and it's cheaper if you buy more. Let me see. Thanks, Cleo Productions. Uniquely, Tisa says the best vinyl is Scissor, and I get mine from Total Ink Solutions. I don't know. I think vinyl is pretty much a preference. Robbie says I just haven't really found the good white plastisol ink. The ink that I use is Rutland. It's not the best ink. It's kind of a thinner ink. I'm trying to see where I have another white ink that I used to use, and it's actually like a really good ink, but it's a little bit more expensive. And if y'all don't know it by now, I'm kind of cheap, so I'm gonna look under here and grab the other one. I actually have a little bit more in it, but because I use the Rutland, I just kind of stick with the Rutland. I guess if I run out, I could use the other one, or if I had a small order. But I'm gonna show you guys the other one. Oh, it's actually right here. Right here, this is it's by Union Ink, and it's the low bleed diamond white, and it's actually really good. It's easy once you mix it up and everything. It's pretty creamy and stuff, and once you mix it up, when I first started using this ink, I could actually get away with one printing one layer. Now let me turn my email off. But I could actually get away with printing one layer of ink instead of having to flash and go back around. But yeah, it's some good ink. It's just a bit expensive. I didn't want to have to pay that much for ink at that time. I guess now since I'm doing more stuff, it really wouldn't hurt. Let me see. Yeah, Island Trucker, I do that too. You said you're looking for somewhere cheaper, but you'll still use Amazon for things you need in a rush. Yep, I got that Amazon Prime, so I'll do that when it's something I need quickly. Oh, okay. My bad, Gina. You said Scooby Doo was asking you about subbing. Let me see. Let me try to get through some of these questions. All right, later, Full Russia. You probably already left by the time I got this. Gina Gill says Stars is expensive. I use their EconoPrint. They do a lot of charging extra. They charge, like, if you only buy one roll of vinyl, they'll charge you a handling fee. Even if you buy a big roll of vinyl, I don't really like that they do that. And then I like shopping at places where they offer you free shipping and handling, even if you got to spend a certain amount to get the free shipping and handling. Rise Gaming says, anyone know how to select all in Photoshop? I cannot tell you. Just like I told you, I'm still learning. They do have a select all option if you click on edit, I believe, but I have not tried it. Can't talk. Uniquely Tisa, how much does a roll of Sister Easy Week cost? The 5-yard roll. Gina Gill says, I'm with Chase Bank and they offer a card reader. That may be another option for some people. I have to look some information up on that. All right. All right, Scooby Doo, you taught me something. Once all layers are highlighted, right click and click on duplicate layers. Let me see. Man, I got a headache. I've been had a headache all day. And I just been trying to pretend I haven't had one. Uh, Trying to see. It's a lot of questions on here, and I'm sorry. I don't want to miss anybody. I'm gonna try to scroll on down because I think a lot of this is people talking back and forth. Advil. I don't like taking medicine, Jason. That's my thing. I'll be like, let me take me a nap. Maybe it'll go away. I just don't like taking medicine unless I'm like in really bad, unbearable pain. Like I got a finger that I think I broke, and I didn't even go to the doctor because it's like when I would play basketball, it would hurt, but then when I would not be playing, I would be like, okay, it's probably gonna be all right. But then I might bump it and hurt it again. But this is my finger right here. As you can see, it possibly was broke because it has that little part right here sticking out. But they probably was just gonna want to break it again because there's really not much they can do for fingers. But I don't like going to the doctor unless it's like something serious or unbearable. Don't like taking medicine. All right. If anybody else has any, how you doing? Margie, affordable photo shoot. I was just getting ready to say, if anybody has any more questions, go ahead and leave them, and I can try to answer them. But we've been on here almost 2.5 hours now. I've talked a lot about a few different things. If you guys want the t-shirts, you can go to tshirtchicktv.com to order them, and I'll leave the link right here. You can go to this link right here to order t-shirts. And if you are interested in starting a web page like the one I did in my last video, I'm going to leave you a link. And if you go to this link, you can get free processing for $1,000 or 6 months, whichever comes first. So if you guys are interested in that, and plus a free web page, you can accept credit cards. They'll send you a free a free I can't even talk, a free card reader. Jason Jason Ian says he used a drill bit mixer and it's super creamy and prints great. That's for that white ink. He might have said a specific kind, but I might have missed it. Okay, I got you. I got you. Scooby Doo. My bad. I'm trying to copy it before it scroll up because it's moving kind of fast. All right, I think I got you there. Let me know if that's correct or not. Robert Loyal says, "Yo, I just got my first mannequin for business." All right, that's awesome. Don't let that mannequin scare you, Robert. Whatever you do, because I know when I first got my mannequin, like the way that my shop is set up, I have like this screen across here. Let me see if y'all can see it. The green screen going across there, and like I would be printing or I would be doing something in the back, and I walk back to the front, and every time when I first got it, every time I would go to the front, I would like jump because I felt a presence in there, and I saw I would see the thing, and then I'd be like, oh, that's just my mannequin. But so don't let him scare you. And I did that for a while, and I even have customers still today. They'll come in here and they'll be like, oh, I thought that was a real person. Maggie Affordable Photo Shoot says, I've been struggling trying to print 54 shirts. About how long would that take you, not including making the screens? I had to do that 4 times. What's wrong when the emulsion takes a long time to wash out? I'm thinking that if it's taking a long time to wash out, it may be it's possibly over exposed because it shouldn't take that long to wash out. You spray it with some water and you kind of let it sit there for a minute so it'll start breaking down the emulsion. But once you do that, it shouldn't be hard to spray out. It should come out easy. And it shouldn't 54 shirts, depending on the color of ink and stuff like that. I'm thinking it shouldn't take no more than like a couple of hours, and that may be too long. It just depends. It depends on what you print and how you print. If it's front and back, if it's black shirts with white ink, stuff like that increases time. Robert Loyal says, I'm getting ready to get that DTG machine. Gina Gill says, I just laughed hard. That's funny. What you laughing at, Gina? The mannequin thing? The mannequin challenge? Samuel Views says, how many people make t-shirts in my town? As far as a business, about my scary mannequin, um, I'm the only t-shirt business in town. It's some people that do like vinyl t-shirts at home and stuff like that. And this is a funny story. I actually had last week, I had a lady that came in here and she was like, do I have any brown vinyl that she can buy from me? And I'm like, no, I don't have any brown vinyl. Even if, well, I didn't tell her this, but even if I had the brown vinyl, I probably wouldn't give it to her. If you're gonna try to be a business, you need to get your own supplies and keep your own supplies in stock. You shouldn't have to go borrow from somebody else unless there's somebody that y'all are good friends or something, but not just a random person. Then they got Amazon. If you can always order something from Amazon and get it quickly, especially if you have Amazon Prime. If you don't have Prime, it'll probably take you about a week to get it. Um, Samuel's View says, I mean, like shops and people that do it. Also, how long did it take before your business started to pick up? To be honest with you, Samuel's Views, when I first started my business, it was doing pretty good. And the reason why I was doing pretty good is because that's how God set everything up. I mean, I was amazed at it when it first, when I first started, because it was like a job that I had. I ended up getting fired from that job for no reason. And I actually was renting this t-shirt shop, and I mean this shop or whatever, and I didn't really have time to do anything with it. And once I ended up getting fired for no reason, basically. Jason ends. I'm putting your address on here, your web address on here. But yeah, it didn't take that long. But then it was like ups and downs with the business. It would be really good at some points, and at some points it wasn't. Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm at the shop. I'm on a live stream. If you go to, no, no, sir. All right, bye. Sorry about that. That was my dad calling. Um, what was I saying? Scooby Doo says, I just put the mixer in my Amazon cart, Jason. I might have to give me one of those. Y'all not gonna be outdoing me with this mixer. I'm gonna give me one too. Cause I'm tired of having hook arms. Terrence Cruz says, what's the best photo emulsion remover? I'm trying to reclaim some screens. The one that I use is, and it's crazy, I gotta go and look at the name of everything I use. Ask them. Never mind, I get it. I get it. You think you can sit down somewhere and stop bothering your brother? All right, this is the one that I use. It is CP2 by Kim Core. This is what I use to remove emulsion and reclaim screens. Let me see. Make sure y'all can see it on here. But it's CP2 by Core Kim, KOR dash CHEM. I had to make sure I was spelling it right. You welcome, Scooby Doo. Let me see. Hannah says, keep screens ready all the time. I agree with that. I keep some ready. Ooh, man. My head hurt. Now I got to give me something to eat. Maybe once I eat, my head will feel better. Let me see. Jason says, should have kept that a secret. You talking about the drill? Samuel's View says, I just got my T-square in the other day. I learned a lot watching you, Brando, and Stan Banks. All right. Anybody got any more questions? All right. I think that's about all the questions everybody got for today. I'm about to get ready to log out. So if some of y'all want to stay around and read some comments and be nosy, y'all can. But I'm about to get ready to get up out of this place so I can go get me something to eat. And I will see you guys in the next video. I have a video coming Monday, and I forgot I gotta film a video today of how to roll up shirts. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that film before I leave right after this live stream. But I will see you guys in the next video, and I will do another live stream next Sunday, every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. Be sure to check tshirtchicktv.com for the print squad, not pimp squad, print squad t-shirts. Bring me one of those print squad t-shirts around here. So if you guys, I'm gonna show you guys one of them just in case y'all are tuning in late. But right here, we got the print squad t-shirts right here. If I can hold it right. Yeah, the print squad t-shirts. I'm having problems holding it in front of the camera. Print squad t-shirt right here. And you can go to tshirtchicktv.com to order yours. And if you order today before I leave the shop, I'm gonna check it, and I can go ahead and get your shirts printed and probably ship them out first thing in the morning, like with the other ones that I just got done printing. So I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and also I left a link down below this video so that you guys can get your own web page. If you checked out my video about the Square Up web page, Robbie's talking about Pimp Squad. My bad. That was an accident. Pimp Squad 2K17. But yeah, let me see. All right, I'm just double checking to make sure it's not anymore. Oh, Robbie said, question, did you open the shop right away or did you start your business at home? I actually started off doing video editing. That was like my first thing, and I actually started doing that in 2006, and I actually made my business legal for that in 2007 because I was kind of just filming stuff. And in 2009 is when I got this shop and opened it, and I was already doing t-shirts around 2008, somewhere off in 2008 2009, but I was doing like the vinyl t-shirts, and I was actually teaching at that time. And then I didn't get certified to teach because I don't know, teaching just wasn't for me. So I ended up not getting certified. So then I ended up starting kind of doing the t-shirt business, kind of doing the filming, doing all that kind of on the side. And then I actually got another job. I was an apartment manager for a while. And when I was the apartment manager, I was actually printing the vinyl shirts at home until I found this shop. And I was like renting the shop, didn't ever have time to come to the shop. And I started this shop with the vinyl cutter after I ended up getting fired from that job for no reason. And God just made it so that everything worked out for me. And after a couple of years of doing the vinyl shirts, and after I started getting big orders, the first big order I got was an order of, I think it was like 50 shirts. It might have been 100 shirts, something off there. I would have to look back to try to see exactly how many it was. But anyway, it was a multi-color design front and back, and it just took me forever to get those shirts done, and I had to get like my family to help me and stuff like that. And so basically I kind of started it just with the heat press, and I had been printing t-shirts for maybe a year or something like that. So hopefully that answers your question. And yes, I did start at home, printing the t-shirts at home. Okay, Scooby Doo. I'm gonna as soon as I get home, I'm gonna film this one video I gotta film first, and then I'll go ahead and post it on there so you can probably check it out. It's about 6 o'clock now. I'm just gonna say around 7 o'clock I should have everything posted. So thank you guys for watching. I enjoyed chilling with y'all today. So I will see you guys next Sunday for another live stream. Pimp Squad out.